With Revenge of the Savage Planet right around the corner, I, Suggestive Gaming, figured now would be a great time to revisit the story of its predecessor, Journey to the Savage Planet, to prepare for another trip into the uncharted planets of the universe. Before we get started, a huge thank you to Raccoon Logic for sponsoring this video. As the team behind Journey to the Savage Planet, they're helping to bring this world back to life, so it's only fitting that we delve into everything that's happened so far. What starts as a routine survey mission quickly turns into something more dangerous, strange, and honestly, pretty hilarious. But behind all of the slapstick and satire is a layered narrative about survival, corporate greed, and the discovery of something ancient beneath the surface. So, without further ado, this is what you need to know about Journey to the Savage Planet. Our story begins in the not-so-distant future, where the universe is shaped not by heroic federations or grand empires, but by corporations. Among them is Kindred Aerospace, who proudly claim their title as the fourth best interstellar exploration company. As part of its efforts, Kindred sends a nameless explorer to a planet known only as ARY-26, with the mission of surveying the planet for potential human colonization. With minimal equipment, no backup, and a disturbingly cheerful AI named Echo guiding the way, the explorer must survey the terrain, catalog flora and fauna, and survive long enough to send this useful data back to Earth. When the explorer wakes up aboard the Javelin, a low-budget spacecraft, they find that it has crash-landed on the surface of ARY-26. Communications are unstable, the ship's hull is damaged, and worst of all, there's no fuel left. With no backup and no immediate way home, the explorer is stuck until further notice. Guiding them through this crisis is Echo, whose upbeat demeanor doesn't really help the dire situation. With a cheerful tone, Echo informs the explorer of their first mission, to step outside and begin surveying the planet for potential colonization. The area surrounding the Javelin is part of a biome known as the Itching Fields. Covered in snow and towering cliffs, it's filled with strange vegetation, scattered minerals, and curious wildlife. One of the first creatures encountered is the pufferbird, a round, waddling alien that seems harmless, until it explodes. Echo quickly encourages the explorer to kill one, purely for research, of course. By scanning plants, minerals, and animals, the explorer begins collecting valuable materials: carbon, silicon, aluminum, and alien alloys. These resources are essential for crafting tools using the ship's onboard 3D printer, which gradually expands the explorer's capabilities. Early on, they fabricate a Nomad pistol for defense, a jump thruster for double jumping, and various deployable tools like binding bile and grapple seeds to help with traversal. While pushing deeper into the terrain, the explorer stumbles upon something unexpected: a massive tower, seemingly part of ancient alien ruins. Echo files a report back to Kindred Aerospace, who, despite insisting their scanners found no evidence of life on the planet, seem more interested in how this discovery might benefit their corporate reputation than in addressing the possibility of an ancient alien race. Their CEO, Martin Tweed, responds via a glitchy video message, brushing aside any concern and encouraging the explorer to continue their investigation, updating their upload protocols to secretly send the data directly to him. As the explorer journeys across ARY-26, they visit new biomes. From the festering chasm filled with acid pools and poisonous plants, to the fungal forest's massive mushrooms and airborne spores, to the elevated realm, a floating archipelago and only reachable with the proton tether upgrade. Along the way, the explorer encounters larger, more aggressive variants of the planet's creatures, like the Flopsnoot Matriarch, who the explorer proceeds to exterminate for simply blocking his way. The explorer soon learns that the tower's door is locked behind a series of mysterious alien mechanisms. According to Echo, the only way to access the tower is by activating 3 massive alien shrines located in distant biomes. However, each shrine is locked behind traversal challenges, environmental hazards, and increasingly hostile wildlife. As each shrine is activated, strange energy pulses through the tower, and the ancient systems begin to stir. At the same time, Martin Tweed becomes increasingly involved, his cheerful demeanor giving way to something more possessive. With all 3 shrines activated, the explorer finally gains access to the tower's interior. Inside, they discover what the alien race had built: a massive seed vault, preserving the DNA of thousands of the planet's former species. The structure wasn't a weapon, but a sanctuary, a last-ditch effort to ensure their civilization could rebuild their home before they disappeared. The various glyphs, statues, and biovaults within the structure all point to a race that vanished long ago, after their society grew too large and collapsed amid its mounting issues. At the base of the tower lies the explorer's final obstacle, Teratomo, a grotesque mass of flesh, tendrils, and teeth suspended in an alien chamber. A brutal fight then ensues, with Teratomo lashing out violently as the tower crumbles around them. Using every upgrade and trick they've unlocked thus far, the explorer destroys the creature, finding the Planet Seed, an artifact containing the ancient race's collection of the planetary ecosystem's genetic data. Upon collecting the seed, however, Teratomo suddenly awakens and swallows the explorer whole, bringing an end to their story. At least until they're ejected from a pod within the tower, where Teratomo is now lifeless. While Echo informs the explorer that Martin Tweed is ecstatic over the prospects of the seed, the AI reminds the explorer that while the mission is complete, their work is far from over. There's still an entire planet to survey, as well as a ship to refuel. Sometime later, the explorer receives a new transmission. Kindred has a simple cleanup assignment. The company recently acquired a tropical beachfront property on DLC-1, part of their new leisure division. The plan is to turn it into a resort, Boomerdale, but the automated monitoring station at the site has started sending back some very strange readings. Upon arrival, it's clear to the explorer that something is very wrong. The island has been overrun by a rival corporation, Viper Industries, who've started illegally developing their own luxury resort right on Kindred's turf. The entire zone is being polluted with industrial runoff. The air is filled with toxic gas, and automated construction equipment is tearing the landscape apart. Viper's operations are overseen by a smug and sarcastic AI named Cronus, who wastes no time insulting both the explorer and Kindred itself. He's condescending, territorial, and completely unfazed by the damage his company is doing to the planet. To survive, the explorer must upgrade their suit to filter out the poisonous air and take on Viper's advanced defense systems, most notably the Viper Predator drones, which use color-coded energy shields. To bring them down, the explorer must counter their shields with specific elemental fruits: shock fruit, blight bombs, and pomegranates. Eventually, the explorer tracks down and disconnects Cronus, putting an end to Viper's operation at Boomerdale. In typical fashion, Kindred Aerospace immediately spins the entire fiasco as a win, taking credit for the environmental cleanup and offering the explorer a hollow congratulations. Business as usual. This takes us to Revenge of the Savage Planet. After the events on ARY-26, Kindred Aerospace has been acquired by an even larger megacorporation, Alta Interglobal, the most powerful holding company in the known universe. As part of their push into space colonization, Alta launches a new division, Alta Interstellar, and repurposes Kindred's resources to settle previously unexplored planets. The Explorer, now under Alta's control, is selected to be the first settler on one of these planets. Their equipment is instantly teleported to the surface, while they themselves are placed in a cryopod for the long journey, because as Alta casually explains, their teleportation tech still turns living biomatter into goo. After nearly a century of suspended animation, the Explorer awakens to begin a new life on a pristine alien world. only to discover that the ship has crashed, much of the equipment is missing, and the automated systems are barely functioning. And if that wasn't enough, they soon receive a cheerful corporate message from Alta's head office, informing them that they were laid off, while they were still asleep. With no job, no support, and no other choice, the Explorer is left to clean up the mess and try to survive anyway. Their old AI companion Echo returns to help, or at least offer sarcastic commentary, while they explore the wreckage, reassemble lost gear, and try to make sense of what happened to this so-called colony mission. With new creatures, upgrades, and mysteries to uncover, the next journey promises to be just as absurd, just as bleak, and just as hilariously savage. To see how the story unfolds, and most importantly to be a part of it yourself or with a friend, make sure to check out Revenge of the Savage Planet, launching May 8th for Xbox One, Xbox Series consoles, PC via Steam and Epic Games, and PlayStation 5, with a PlayStation 4 version coming a little later. But if you don't want to wait, good news. The Cosmic Hoarder Edition is available starting today, letting you play 3 days early and snag some bonus quests and extra rewards. I'll have some links in the description, so go give those a click and check out Revenge of the Savage Planet. Another huge thanks to the folks at Raccoon Logic for sponsoring this video, as well as a huge congratulations on the new release. Until next time, I'm Suggestive Gaming, and now you're in the know.